Hello everyone, this is Manna Jagya. In today's class, we are going to discuss a few very important questions from UGC NET past year papers. Normally in YouTube videos, I will be taking some very important questions from the past years and I will be discussing all the options with you so that in one 5-minute or 10-minute video or audio, you are done with at least 5 to 6 topics, and I will try and attempt to make you understand all the concepts that you will see in the options. I won't leave any option unexplained. So let us begin with this practice from today onwards. Today's question is, which among the following group of writers is labeled as university wits? And these are the 4 options that are before you. The first option says Thomas Lodge, Thomas Wilson, Walter Raleigh. The second option says John Fletcher, Ben Jonson, George Peele, Thomas Kidd, Francis Beaumont, John Lilly. The fourth option says Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, and Thomas Nash. It was just yesterday that I have uploaded a full-length lecture on university wits. I have mentioned all the important points on university wits in my yesterday's class that is already uploaded on YouTube. You can go out and listen to that class to get a full detailed knowledge about university wits. But if you need to have a separate knowledge on each and every university wit and their writings, you can join our History of British class, in which we have uploaded each and every writing of every university wit, and we have explained all the writings of Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, Thomas Nash, and so on. So all the university wits and their writings are explained in much detail in our History of British class, which is a paid course. If you just want an overview of university wits, it's already uploaded on our YouTube channel. So coming back to this question, the correct answer from all these options is option number 4. These 3 are university wits: Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, and Thomas Nash. There are actually 7 members of university wits, and the group includes Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, Thomas Nash. These 3 are from Cambridge. That is why in the option these 3 names are given. So the speciality of these 3 writers, Marlowe, Greene, and Thomas Nash, is that these 3 are from Cambridge University. And John Lilly, Thomas Lodge, and George Peele, these 3 were from Oxford. The 7th one, Thomas Kidd, which is also sometimes included in the group, he is not believed to have studied at the university, yet he is sometimes included in the group of university wits. So the correct option from all these 4 options is the 4th option, that is Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, and Thomas Nash. Now let me look upon other options as well. The first option says Thomas Lodge, Thomas Wilson, and Walter Raleigh. So we all know that Thomas Lodge is from the university, Oxford University, University of Oxford. But the other 2 writers given in option 1, that is Thomas Wilson and Walter Raleigh, are not belonging to the group of university wits. Let me tell you about Thomas Wilson. There is one actor, American actor, Thomas Wilson, and there is one poet, Thomas Wilson, that you should know about, but he's not from the Elizabethan age, and he's a very minor writer. Though this Thomas Wilson, that is the poet Thomas Wilson, is a British poet, he was from the pre-romantic age, you can say, and he is just famous for his one work, The Pitman's Pay. The Pitman's Pay. This is his work that was published somewhere between 1826 and 1830. That's all we know about Thomas Wilson, and there is one more Thomas Wilson who is a very famous American actor. Coming to Walter Raleigh, why I remember Walter Raleigh so well? Because he is an all-rounder. Not only he was a writer, he was a poet too, he was a soldier, he was a politician, he was a courtier, and he was also a spy and an explorer. He was also well known for popularizing tobacco in England, and he has given us some great works like The History of the World in 5 books, And some amazing poems like The Advice, The Excuse, False Love, The Lie, The Nymph's Reply to the Shepherd, The Pilgrimage, What is Our Life, To His Mistress, and so on. There are a number of poems that Walter Raleigh has written. He belongs to the Elizabethan age and he was an important courtier of Elizabeth's court. So after the death of Queen Elizabeth, he was imprisoned, he was arrested, he was charged with treason. Remember this, for his involvement in the main plot against Elizabeth's successor James I, and he was imprisoned in the Tower of London. But he was a very important courtier, he was a spy as well, and so he was arrested and put on trial. While he was in prison in the Tower, Raleigh wrote his work, The History of the World, and this work he wrote in 5 books. Please note down this very important point. C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis was a very famous British writer and theologian. He called Walter Raleigh as one of the era's silver poets. One of the era's, Elizabethan era's silver poets. Moving to the second option says 3 names: John Fletcher, Ben Jonson, George Peele, out of which we know that George Peele was a university wit. George Peele also studied from the Oxford University. I forgot to tell you that even Walter Raleigh studied from Oxford University. Now talking about John Fletcher was a Jacobian playwright. He was among the most prolific and influential dramatists of his day. Also, he was a contemporary of William Shakespeare. He belonged to the King's Court, and that made him King's man. He has written more than 50 plays. Some plays he has written single-handedly, but some he has also written in collaboration with Beaumont Fletcher, and that is why you see his name too in the list, in the options. Some of John Fletcher's important plays are Philaster, published 1620, then The Two Noble Kinsmen, published 1634, A King and No King, published 1619, The Maid's Tragedies, published 1619. Now talking about Ben Jonson, of course, who doesn't know about the playwright, about the Jacobian playwright Ben Jonson? He is the second most important English dramatist after William Shakespeare during the reign of James I. He also belongs to the Jacobean age. Of course, his comedies are the best. Every Man in His Humour, published 1598, and everybody has read Volpone in their BA and MA, and Epicene, and so many other plays and comedies and tragedies Ben Jonson has written. He is also famous for his concept of humours. He influenced lot many writers, and the writers he influenced formed a group which formed a literary group called as the Tribe of Ben, or the Sons of Ben, which included Robert Herrick, Richard Lovelace, and so on. Ben Jonson has written major tributes to Master William Shakespeare. George Peele I've already discussed with you. So the second option seems completely out of league because two writers, John Fletcher and Ben Jonson, are from the Jacobean age and George Peele is from the Elizabethan age. Now coming to the third option says Thomas Kidd. Yes, he's a part of university wits, though he did not graduate from any university. Then comes Francis Beaumont and John Lilly. Now from this third option, the second one, Francis Beaumont, is the odd man out, and so this option also is not correct if we label them as university wits. John Lilly, Thomas Kidd, both are university wits, but Francis Beaumont is not. I have already spoken about Francis Beaumont. He was also a very influential dramatist, and his major works are in collaboration with John Fletcher. You must have heard about this collaboration, Beaumont and Fletcher. Both of them collaborated on works during the reign of King James I. The works like Philaster, The Maid's Tragedy, A King and No King are all written in collaboration with John Fletcher. So from this 4 option, you see it is very evident that the first option has 2 wrong, Thomas Wilson and Walter Raleigh. Second option has John Fletcher and Ben Jonson wrong. third option has Francis Beaumont wrong, but the fourth option has all the three right. Marlowe, Green, and Nash, all these three writers belong to the university wits. So this is how in detail I am going to discuss each and every question with you, and we are not going to leave any writer undiscussed. So in the next session, we'll discuss some more questions. That's all.